Hey guys, this is just a talking point video. I recently got rid of a lot of my game collection, sold it. So was it time to get rid of it? Yes, for me it was. It was a point in time where a friend of mine was opening a game store slash toy store, and it was just right. Like, I could get rid of a lot of stuff, sell it in bulk. Now, to be honest, I didn't get full retail for it. Of course, he had to resell it, and I get that. But it was like, you buy everything or you buy nothing. So it was one of those things, which it was good for me because I got rid of maybe some stuff that wouldn't have sold on the other way. So these are the things I sold. I sold my entire collection of PS1 games and PS1, the small one with the screen on it. I sold that. I sold a Power Glove. I sold my 3DO and games. I sold my Dreamcast in games. I sold my Sega CD in games. I sold, what else? I sold my GameCube. I had 2 GameCubes, sold them in games. I sold them. I sold my 2DS XL. I sold Game Boy Color. I sold, what else? Now I still have a lot of stuff, which I'll go over in a minute. But somebody was like, "Well, will you have regrets of selling your games and stuff?" I sold more stuff. I can't remember what else I sold right now. Will you regret selling that stuff? And my answer is no, because really I amassed this collection over 10 years. And basically at this point, it was just sitting here collecting dust. It wasn't doing anything. I wasn't adding to any of it. Well, another thing I sold, I just remembered, was my Sega Genesis collection, which that was the biggest collection that I had that I sold. And that was about 250 games, Sega Genesis. I did keep probably about 40 of them, 30 or 40 of them for me, but I sold the rest. So I sold like 210, and yeah. But I did keep my NES collection, the whole thing. I kept all 700 and some games, and I am adding to it. And also, I did keep some Super Nintendo games that I had. I had only a couple, and I did add a couple more to it. I still kept a Super Nintendo. I kept my PS2. Oh, I sold a ton of my PS2 games as well. I got rid of those. But I kept probably, 20 PS2 games that I wanted. I only kept stuff that I really wanted, which wasn't a lot. I kept, I did kept the top loader NES. I kept a Sega Genesis, to play those games. I kept, I did keep my Nintendo Entertainment System in the box. I did keep my N64 in the box. I kept my Sega Genesis in the box. So I did keep that. And I do have some N64 games, which I sold the N64 collection earlier this year. So yeah, that was kind of kept the ball rolling. Me and my girlfriend eventually do want to move. And we can't move with me having all this stuff. So I am also selling about 50 to 60 of my Funko Pops to a guy, just because I can't have all these Funkos and move either. So I do have a lot of toys back here and stuff. So I did thin out I thinned out my action figures as well. But I need to go through more stuff. This guy wants to buy more for his shop. Always need new inventory. So yeah, I did sell a lot of things. Like I said, I didn't get max value for it, eBay prices, whatever. But I did do well, for sure. And like I said, I still did keep what I really wanted. And like I said, I still got to go through some more stuff and get rid of it. But for the most part, I don't think there'll be any regrets. I can look back on it and think, man, I really had an awesome collection. and I am, like I said, I am still going for a complete North American set of NES. So I am still doing that. So that's my collection that I'm looking forward to adding to. And yeah, so there's no regrets here. The time was now to sell and get rid of some of the stuff I just didn't need. I didn't need to hoard it anymore and just hold on to it. I never got into this to make a lot of money or anything like that. I got into it because I loved collecting video games and stuff like that. Thanks to the Game Chasers, Angry Video Game Nerd, Pat the NES Punk. Those are the people that inspired me to start collecting. Actually, I started collecting before I even knew those were there. I bought like an NES with some games, and then just by looking up stuff on YouTube, I found those guys, and that got me more deep into my collecting. So yeah, there's no regrets here. I really enjoyed collecting for those years, but now it's time to move on. I am collecting certain other things now. I'm collecting signed Funko Pops. I'm collecting NECA movie turtle figures, like this. I collect those. I am, like I said, NES still, a little Super Nintendo. But yeah, so just kind of cleared out a lot of stuff. Still always collecting original, Ninja Turtle figures, from when I was a kid. Here's, I know this isn't his weapon, but so I'm still collecting those, and Ghostbusters, original Ghostbusters figures. So I'm still collecting, just kind of, had to thin out the collection. So, and like I said, no regrets here. Just had to do it, especially if we want to move all the way to Florida eventually. Just can't take all this stuff with me. So, it wasn't a hard decision to make. Really, it was not. So yeah, it was good. And if you're thinking about, selling some of your collection or whatever, I think the time is now. I mean, prices are pretty high. A lot higher than what I paid for the stuff 7-8 years ago. So that was cool. Like I said, I didn't get into this for money purposes, but it worked out that it was favorable for me. So, okay, NES Evolution. Bye.